Thank you very much. First off, I wanted to say how grateful I am to be up here today, sharing a little bit of what's gone well in our own team, and hope to help those of you who are on the same journey. Thanks to Rod for giving me this opportunity, and thank you to all the people that spoke on fear earlier, because I worked through a lot of my stuff earlier. I'm breathing. It felt super aggressive when I got up here. So I'm really, really grateful to be here today. A little bit about myself. I'm Jenny Gann-Dungeon, and as Rod said, I live in Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin. It's right outside of Milwaukee. I'm married to an amazing man who, when I was asked to do this, somebody asked if I could share some amazing, some fun things, fun facts about myself. And I asked my husband, like, what are some fun facts about me? He's like, well, you know, you were a doula, you run some marathons, you're married to a model. I was like, yeah, babe, yeah, I wish I'm married to a model, I love it. You'll see, he's really good looking. I have 3 boys, they're amazing, 11, 8, and 6. And I've been an oil lover since 2013. I fell in love with them right away. Didn't begin the business until about 2015. But just reached Diamond 2 years and 1 month this past week. So super exciting, super exciting. So here's a picture of my lovely family. It's not the, it's not the like pretty staged photos. This is very much what you're gonna get. And this is significant because about 2 years ago, I was sitting in the audience for my first Edge Global conference, my first ever convention of doTERRA, very new. I think I've been doing the business about 4 months. And we had just come off of this vacation in Wisconsin. We went to a lake home. And I remember sitting there and watching everybody presenting and thinking, showing their beautiful families, and thinking to myself and chuckling that I had to show this series of pictures because it really, really encompassed what my true family is. Now, there are my 3 boys and my lovely husband, my model husband. And this is what we like to do. We like to be outside, we like to be active, and everybody usually gets along. But this is really what my family looks like. This was taken about 25 seconds before the other picture. 2 sticks are being removed from the younger 2 because they're poking each other. The oldest one's wondering why his brothers are so annoying. My husband's shaking his head thinking, can't we just take a family photo? So this is about 80% of the time, and the other photo, that one, is about 10% of the time. This photo is also significant because this is really when I started my journey with doTERRA. My youngest son, Quinn, was entering junior kindergarten, which is about 2 hours of the day every day. And that's what I had to give to doTERRA. I thought, okay, I'm gonna just do this, and I'm gonna call it my soft opening. I have 2 hours I can dedicate every single day to my business, and I can have some evenings away, but I had stayed home for 10 years, and I really wanted to give my son that last year, so I really had to prioritize, my time, and so those 2 hours were very significant. So about a year in, I was daydreaming. That's where I was going with that one. I was daydreaming about my son going to school full-time. And I kind of thought, well, I'm going to put more time into my doTERRA business, but it's going to be really amazing. I am going to sit on the couch, and I'm going to read a magazine, and I am going to watch some really bad Netflix. I'm going to spend some time really kind of filling myself up with nothing, I was really fantasizing about this. And that's about when Christy and Canute and Rod introduced the idea of doing Diamond Club. And I thought, oh, okay, well, that's a little bit different story than I was thinking I was going to have. Now, for you those who don't know what Diamond Club is, it's a 4-month program. It's amazing. Your upline supports your travel so you can get to your out-of-area teams and support their teams. It's an amazing opportunity, but it does not include watching Netflix or reading magazines on the couch by any means. So that year, it was last summer, and it was July, And it was the qualifying month. It was the month my grandmother said, "We're gonna cry, but I'm probably not gonna make it through." My grandmother fell ill. My grandmother was my cheerleader, my soul sister. She knew exactly what to say to me whenever I needed something. And I was that for her. We had an incredible bond that I'm grateful, forever grateful to have had. She fell ill, and I spent the last 2 weeks with her in her last days, and held her hand as she passed on. Amazingly beautiful, beautiful passing. But I remember thinking, how in the world am I going to commit to doing this Diamond Club? I'm supposed to start in 2 weeks. How can I ask my mom to take care of my children, which they had already committed to doing, but how can I ask that of her after she's just lost her mother? How can I put myself in a headspace that's going to actually benefit my teams? So I was really struggling, with that, and not even knowing who to talk to because I felt so selfish even thinking about this. So something I do when I am feeling overwhelmed or stressed is I like to declutter. I don't do it very often, so that's kind of a good thing. I'm not a stressed out person, but I did take the opportunity to declutter my bedroom. And I came across this book. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but it's a little tiny book collection of poems called Always Follow Your Dreams. And this book had been given to me by my grandmother 15 years before. And this was a very, very clear sign to me that she was speaking to me to do what I needed to do. And it really did become, I did choose to do it. And it became a healing for my mom because when she was with my children, when you're sad, children leave you no time to wallow in your misery. And I was lifted. I was very much lifted by my teams and my support in grieving my grandmother. So I'd like to start out with this poem. Always believe in yourself and your dreams. Believe in what makes you feel good. Believe in what makes you happy. Believe in the dreams you've always wanted to come true and give them every chance to. Excuse me. Life holds no promises as to what will come your way. You must search for your own ideals and work hard towards reaching them. Life makes no guarantees as to what you'll have. It just gives you the time to make choices and to take chances to discover whatever secrets might come your way. If you are willing to take the opportunities you're given and utilize the abilities you have, you will fill your life with special moments and unforgettable times. For those of you who are willing to believe in their dreams and in themselves, life is a precious gift in which anything is possible. And that's written by Dana Delaconi. And that, I share that poem with you for many reasons, but one in particular is to know that wherever you are in this journey, whether it's you just were enrolled a week ago, whether you're reaching for Diamond or Presidential Diamond, that we all have that ability. We have these dreams, and we all, with hard work, connections, we can all do this. I was just stepped up on stage before we got started here and met a woman named Sarah. Where is she? Is she here? Yeah. There she is, Sarah. I just wanted to see what it's like up here. I've never been up here before, so I was like, I'm just gonna be up there one time. And Sarah came and joined me. She's like, I just want to see what it feels like. I was like, Sarah's gonna be here next year, right, Sarah? Right? Yes, I love it. So let's rewind a little bit. So that was about a year and a half into the business. I want to rewind a little bit. About 6 months into the business is when I hit the rank of silver, and it was a very critical time. You can build yourself to silver with a lot of hard work, and then it's tricky. I remember this crucial conversation I had with Rod in the car one day. We were going to meet some team members to have a meeting, and he said to me, "Congratulations, Jenny, on reaching silver. Now you get to become a great and powerful leader." talk about that fear and that wall and not breathing. That was kind of the face I think I may have given him. I was pretty sure that I may just completely deflate right there in the front seat of Rod's rental car. I was like, leader? What are you talking about, leader? I'm like, I didn't go to business school. I was an elementary school teacher, a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. In that time, became a labor support person. So leading, I'm like, well, how do I do that? And Rod, being as, amazingly directive as he is, and, a nice long conversation, said two things to me that really stuck. He said a lot of things. But the two that stuck were creating culture and creating community will be your beginning of everything. And so that's what I want to share with you today. My goal for you today, no matter where you are in your journey, is to take away some concrete things that you can either do in your own community of users or connecting with your upline. So I really want you to be able to take away some concrete things today. Today's topics will include what is community and why it's important, embracing community in your upline and your crossline, creating a community of oil users, and cultivating community in your builders. So really looking at 3 different areas that you can really create bonding and create greatness in your organization. So what is community? And by definition, a feeling of fellowship with others. Sorry, I've never learned one of these before, I really apologize. As a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. We all belong to communities in some point. So we're a community of parents, or we're in a community in the church, we're in a community in your social communities, you have your professional communities. We all have these different types of communities, right? The most important part about these communities is trust, safety, and caring. It's the most crucial parts about a community. And these words are crucial to us from the very, very beginning of life, right? We're born and we have to have all 3 of these things to thrive, to actually live, right? I mean, you have to be cared for, you have to have safety, you have to trust that the people that have brought you into this world are going to take care of you. And when you have those things, you can really thrive. And having that in your oil community and in your builders, that is going to allow your team to thrive when they feel these things. Mastermind call last week, talking about events. This came straight out of Ron's mouth, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use that. And we've talked about this before, but I just hadn't been on my actual, my presentation. But community is the foundation of the organization you're creating. Okay, when you create a community of people that are helping each other, that are all striving for greatness, you are going to go places. The benefits of belonging to a community: sense of belonging, kind of redundant, mutual support. So having somebody that you know is there, that knows your situation, that can help you. Influence. People are going to be more influential in numbers than they are on their own. If I'm standing there having a class to a group of people, by myself, giving my experiences, sharing my experiences, I may move 1 or 2 people, but if I have 3 wellness advocates for my team that may have relationships with these people in the same room, we are so much more influential than we would be on our own. So having that community and influence. Contacts speaks for itself, right? The more people you have in your community, the more people you embrace in your upline, the more contacts you're going to have, the more ways you're going to be able to reach people. Specific knowledge. We have a lot of specific knowledge. We will learn that by embracing communities, especially if you're brand new. There's a lot of things people might be talking about that you're not sure about. Embrace that upline. You will learn more and more. Innovation. It's the beauty of this business and the beauty of what Seth and Rod have created, that we can come into this business and all innovation, all these things have been really, really mapped out for us so we can really shine in the space and place that's been given to us. Inspiration and motivation. whether it's your first enrollment, whether it is the fact that you're getting up on stage for the first time and actually feeling pretty good up there. That is inspiration to others, right? I hope it is, because I really was not feeling very confident. I love this is good, this is fun. So, or it's the person reaching a new rank in your team. So you're inspiring others as you are creating your own greatness and motivating people to do it themselves. And last but not least, fun. It's just fun being a part of a community. Most of my team, my downline, had some obligations that we're not able to attend, but I have a great community and I have a great team that's been starting. We've had a ton of fun the last 24 hours. So having fun, really, this is an amazing opportunity. We get to share wellness, we get to share opportunities, and we get to enjoy really amazing people and have a good time. Okay, so embracing the community or upline. This is our first section. Okay, so you have been invited to this amazing business. You've been invited to use these oils. So we really embrace the people that have brought you there. The goals from embracing that would be training to begin or improve your business, create and strengthen relationships, feel a part of something larger, advance your knowledge and uses of oils, coaching and mentoring opportunities. So when you're embracing what your upline has to offer you, these are all things that you can gain from that. So what are some opportunities your upline may be providing for you that you're not sure about yet? And I'm speaking to everybody, so maybe you're already comfortable and you're silver and now you're already doing these things, but these are things that you can start creating then for your downline. So boot camp trainings, they're the most critical part of starting this business. How many people here have attended a boot camp? Raise your hands. All right. So we know that you decide that maybe you're going to start this business, right? And you're like, okay, what do I have to do? I'm not quite sure what I have to do. And you attend your boot camp, and it's all laid out for you. You can be the most amazing person you have to be, but you have a system. Simplicity, duplication, we can do this with hard work. So boot camps are a really amazing thing to get you or your new people to. Advanced oil classes. So you're starting to learn about oils if you're new. If you're not new, then the people that you're bringing in are new. So giving these opportunities for people to come to a space and a place to advance their knowledge on the oils. We have a modern essentials book, but we want to know more and more. And then the more confident and the more knowledge you have about the oils, the better you can go out there and share the oils, and the more confident you'll feel when you're teaching your classes. Monthly business meetings. Okay, so this is a separate evening from the advanced oil classes. This is where we can really support and invite new builders. This is where you can ask your own team, if you're been doing this for a while, what you think your new people need, or you can go and you can learn the very basics, whether it's how to invite in a class or how to teach your first class and get the jitters out. There's all sorts of plethora of topics that can be discussed at these monthly business meetings, but get yourself there. The more you feel a part of this community, the more you're going to feel confident in the business itself. Mentoring meetings. These are essential. Your upline is going to be able to help you work through your own fears, your own obstacles, and really find out where it is you shine and what you have to offer your team. From the very, very, very simple, how do you work your back office, or how to make sure that you get that person on an LRP. These mentoring meetings on a weekly basis, if not more, at the very beginning. Cross-line support. Cross-line support, I'm not sure if that's my mic. Okay, sorry. Cross-line support is it's not the person that's enrolled you. It's not a person on your downline. It's somebody that you're a person that your upline has enrolled, but they're on the same team, but not on your personal team. Okay, so cross-line is such a humongous support, right? It's kind of like if you have a corporate job and you go and do your job every day, and Joe has a different role than I do, but he's working in the same direction and the same goals I am. So I have a coworker, right? So if you really look at your cross-line support as coworkers, you have an amazing relationships that you can be using. You can bond with this person on a friendship basis. You can get, I know our upline told us 17 times how to change placements, but I forgot, and I'm really embarrassed to ask again. So you ask your cross-line person, right? You can bounce off ideas off of them. Gwen over here in the I don't know what, 6th row, hi Gwen. This is my cross-line love of my life. We met at our first event as well at Edge Global, and it's been a beautiful story ever since. Been a major support to one another, and not only that, just an amazing friendship and bonding. So really reach out to the people that are in your organization. They're going to be a great support for you. Some people might ask this question: what happens if my upline does not provide these opportunities? Some people have, been enrolled by somebody that, might be a friend that's not doing the business. So what do I do if I'm just kind of sitting here and I'm thinking, I don't know how to get a hold of any of this? Really, there's 2 things I would advise you to do. One is you can go in your back office and you can actually see your upline lineage. Okay, and go search those people out, because if the person that enrolled you isn't available or isn't doing this as a business seriously, there is somebody in that lineage that is, and get connected with those people. They will get you in the right spot at the right time. If that does not seem to work out for you, you might not like this answer, but it's true. Be the person. Be the person that starts boot camps in your area, that starts holding advanced classes. You can do it. I've watched Christy and Canute doing an amazing job in Milwaukee, and I remember coming to some of the first business meetings, and there was 5 to 10 people at our first meetings. Now we have 40 people 2 years later. It's an amazing growth, and they really took it on and really did it. So I'm very fortunate that I wasn't the one, but it's easy for me to say you could do it. Right. Creating a community of oil users. All right, so now you're starting this business, or maybe you're just starting this business, but you're gonna start enrolling people, and then you're gonna have people that are gonna go and enroll those people, okay? And so you're going to have to start supporting them. And if you can create this community of oil users, your business is going to flourish. Okay, the more that people are involved in this, using the oils, the more your LRPs are going to go up, the more your unit level is going to go up, and the more opportunities you're going to have builders come your way. So when you're creating these communities, here are some of the things that are going to come into play. So helping your team and customers fall in love with the amazing doTERRA products. Demonstrating the value and incredible savings of generating with a monthly LRP of 125 PV. Creating an opportunity for your team to share their oil experiences with others. And highlight the earning potential with doTERRA. So when you're creating this community of oil users, these are the different things that are going to start happening when you're doing these events and these different activities. So ideas to do this. Social media is a really great place to get started. It is a super simple way if you're computer savvy. I had to lean very heavily on my team to help me through this. I didn't know what a page was, I didn't know what a group was, I didn't understand any of it, and my friends, as they rolled their eyes, really supported me very nicely. And now I have my own page, but it's a great way to invite your new users that are just get their kids, they just get their oils, and they can be a part of this group on either Instagram and follow you or Facebook, and you can be sharing every day different ways to use their oils. Nobody knows yet. I mean, there's some people that have been using oils on my Facebook page for 2 years, and they're like, oh, you can make a dry shampoo with the oils? Cool, right? So you're really getting to your group by doing that. If you're not out there researching, you can go and take a look at doTERRA. I cheat quite frequently. I just go to the doTERRA's page, and they have all sorts of great information, and I just share it quite frequently. It works out really well. So it's a very little time-consuming way to really interact and get your oil users a little bit more education on how different ways to use their oils. At your membership overviews, when you're meeting with them after they've been enrolled, I'm suggesting the daily drop app. So everybody has that on their phone and they can get continual education through that. It's another really great way for your new users to get educated. doTERRA's new webinars. So if your users are already on an LRP, they're going to see that being advertised on their back office. If they're not on LRPs, you might be the one that's going to have to reach out and invite them and get them that link to be able to register to those. But they're really amazing webinars that are happening every couple months on really great topics. And that right there, if you're utilizing that, that takes the pressure off of you to be doing the business that you're just learning and really helping educate and support your new users. Weekly Edge product share calls are amazing. Those, they're not on Wednesdays. They are on Mondays. And those are at 6 and 12, so don't take a picture of that or cross that out. They're on Mondays. And here's the phone number and the access code. And every week, you have people getting on and sharing their different experiences with oils and how they've helped them. And asking, Desiree, Manadog, how to get different protocols to help with different situations. It is a great place for new users to learn new information. Once again, this doesn't have much output of your energy to be able to educate your new users on these opportunities for them. So it's a really great place to send them. Events. Now this is where your energy level is going to start picking up, right? These are things that you're going to be trying to host with your teams, and there are endless different opportunities. I'm just going to share a few today. Some advanced oil classes. So if your upline is hosting those, you want to get your new users to those classes, as many new users as possible. Bring them. They're going to see the community that your upline is creating, and that they're not just out there like, oh, I just bought oils, I don't really know anybody else uses the oils, I don't really talk to anybody about this. It really makes you feel like a part of something larger. Do-it-yourself classes and demos. So, there's a lot of people that don't know that, you can use oil to clean your windows or your stainless steel. I mean, there is so many different ways you can be using your own oils in your home that people just have no idea about. So, getting a group of people together and getting some, small supplies, use some distilled water and some bottles and spray, have some, water with oils in it and a little something to snack on. And you have a class of people coming together and really sharing their experiences and seeing how easy it is to use their oils in different ways. Customer appreciation events are really a great way to inspire your users. Our upline, Christine Canute, and our team, Silvers and Above, put this event on. Last year was our first, and we're getting ready to start really diving into our next one. It's held in the fall, and it's just an appreciation for our users. And so what we're doing is 125 PV. You come in and if you have your LRP set that month, you're going to receive some beautiful blended oils, and there's going to be tables set up. Each team is going to be, highlighting different oils and different ways to use them in their home. There's going to be food, there's going to be snacks. This is a really high scale level, but you don't have to do it crazy big. But it's a really great way for people to come in and think, wow, these people really care about us, and they really love that we're using the oils and want to help continue to educate us. So customer appreciation events are a really great way. Got Oils Now What classes? These are amazing. This is kind of like a Oils 102 if somebody's heard of those classes. This is a great way after that membership overview and people are still really new. You grab a handful of people that are on your team that are really consistently using their oils. They love their oils, okay? And then you're getting a whole bunch of people there that are new, and you host the class. but the people that are loving these oils lead the class. So you have all these beautiful products up here, and you've got the Lifelong Vitality sitting up there, and who's using Lifelong Vitality? You're gonna have a couple people raise their hand, and is there anybody that wants to share an amazing story? And everybody loves to share their stories, right? When you get in a group of people, love to share their stories, and so they're really very, very helpful in educating people, because it's not me standing up there. Once again, when we talked about that, me by myself, some people might listen, but if I have a whole bunch of people that are using these oils and having experiences, they're going to influence other people more so than me standing up here by myself. So getting that community together to educate and share those experiences is really great. New product release parties. Here's one you guys can all take back for the month of September. Get down your go down your downline. Who wants to host a party? I'm going to have all the brand new products, and we can use them and try them, and I can educate you on them. Solutions, dilutions, and recipes classes, kind of a repeat, but same thing. But most importantly, keep it simple, okay? So some people are like, what is she talking about, all these events? I don't know if I can handle this. Keep it simple. You want to be duplicatable. You want people to be able to do the same thing that you're doing. So you don't need to have anything elaborate. When you get to be diamond, like Christine Canute, you can do those crazy things. Okay, you're at silver, you're at elite. Keep it simple. You want people to say, I can do this. This is a good time. Okay. Okay, so this comes to the part in time where I really felt like that. This is when you become that leader of new builders, right? Where you're like, all of a sudden, you need to be that person people are looking up to be able to grow their own businesses and do these things. This is where that point in time where I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I can do this. We can all do hard things. And once you really tap into some of your passions, it's not hard at all. So cultivating community in your builders. Your goals are for your builders to take ownership of their own business, to become independent leaders of their own teams, feel a part of a team that is headed towards greatness, and a desire to create their own personal greatness. Feels good to be on that train when you're like, man, yeah, our team is going diamond, and then you hit that, and then everybody else on that train is like, I'm going diamond now. That is a cool feeling, I will tell you that. That is an amazing, amazing feeling. So some different ways we've done this. Ideas to support your builders. When your builders start showing up, you want to treat them like leaders and builders. The first time I decided to own that is when I started really dedicating myself to the mastermind calls. This is the correct date, Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Mountain Time, and there's the phone number and the access code. You get to literally go every Wednesday and listen to a whole bunch of amazing people that have been there, done that, tell you and give you advice. It's like going and seeking like a therapist of doTERRA every Wednesday and getting all your questions answered and feeling like you can go out and conquer the world afterwards. It's pretty amazing. So once I started really owning that, I started asking my builders to get on, and they are now getting free therapy every Wednesday. Book clubs. Book clubs are great. Melissa here in the front row, there she is, host of a book club. I don't have the information on there, but you can see Melissa afterwards now. It's on the Edge Facebook page. But we had a unique situation in our team, and we have somebody, a builder in Montana and in Illinois and in Wisconsin, and so we really decided that doing a book club in our team, a small book club, would really help us grow. I have a hard time reading personal and professional development books. I'm an avid reader, but to make myself read professional books was really hard, so this really held me accountable, it held my team accountable, and we really grew together. We did a round robin call, depending on the book, once or twice a month, and depending on the book. So that's a really amazing way to get together as your builders. Regular leader calls. So we speak twice a week on a conference call every month. It is without doubt we do this. They're all team calls, and it looks kind of like this. Every Thursday, We have advanced oil classes, and we have our business meetings on Thursdays for our upline for Thrive. And so we just stuck with that. Thursdays are our days for doTERRA. We kept it simple. We kept it easy. Leadership calls on the first and third, book club on the second, and an all-team call on the last week of the month. Retreats are another great way to get your builders together and really cultivate that community. Christy and Canute started an amazing retreat for their team. This is the second year we've done it. Had Rod there with some amazing inspiration and information, energy healers and really great ways to grow together. And that community building is just amazing. They've happened in June. And overall, June is a very difficult month in sales and doTERRA, right? At least had been in my team. We started these retreats 2 years in a row, have hit our highest income month. So the first year I hit gold in that month, and then this month I hit diamond. So getting together and being inspired together is a really, really great way to lift your team. In celebrations, we like to celebrate a lot in our team. Celebrations of people teaching their first classes on their own, celebrations of new advances, celebrations just because any chance we get. Oh, we got a business meeting Thursday. Anybody want to hang out for a little bit beforehand and just get together? It's great. Celebrate any advances, just mentioned that. This was inspired by Rod, a Root Beer Flow Party. Really great way. A builder was leaving out of town. She's like, how do I inspire my team to get going while I'm gone? And so we came up with this great party that, if anybody new, taught a one-on-one, or they taught a class on their own while she was out of town, we're gonna host a Root Beer Flow Party to celebrate that. And what a great way. Everybody rose to the occasion. She went out of town, and all of her leaders that are uprising, they went out and taught one-on-ones for a Root Beer Flow Party. It was awesome. Dinner parties with special trainings, getting your team together and then having a really amazing time, just loving each other, but then adding a special training on to the end of it is another great way. We do a New Year's celebration on my team where we come together and we look at the year that we've had. We celebrate all the things that we've come what's the word I'm looking for? Anyways, we celebrate all the things that have happened in the year past. We eat some really great food, and then we really go on and make a vision board for what we want for the next coming year. And it's a really great way to celebrate things that have happened and to really set our intentions for the next year. So when we're celebrated and we're recognized and we're loved and we feel safe and we feel supported, all of those things come from a community that you are creating, that you're embracing, that you're a part of. And when you feel those things and you are a part of that, you can do nothing but move forward and inspire others. So with that, I would like to say thank you, first of all, for letting me up here and sharing some great things that we've done at our team, but I'll still leave you with this last poem from my granny's journal, or poem book. This is called Catch Your Star. Catch the star that holds your destiny, the one that forever twinkles in your heart. Take advantage of precious opportunities while there's still sparkle before you. Believe that your goal is attainable. Commit yourself to it. Though barriers may stand in your way, remember, your destiny is hiding behind them. Accept that no one will accept that not everyone will approve of your choices. Have faith in your judgment. Take pride in your accomplishments. They are stepping stones to your dreams. Don't let your mistakes discourage you. Value your capabilities and talents, for they are what make you truly unique. The greatest gifts in life are not purchased, but acquired through hard work and determination. Find the star that twinkles in your heart. You are capable of making your dreams come true. Give your hopes and everything you've got. You will catch the star that holds your destiny. Thank you.